Hello again and welcome back. First of all, a spoiler alert. If in any of my intros to the videos you see me wearing this monocle, just be warned that the video itself should not be taken too seriously. So with that out of the way, I can now get down to business. George Bernard Shaw once said that the English and the Americans were two nations divided by a common language, and his words are proved most particularly apt by this little innocent red ball. We English call it the versatile tomato, while our cousins across the pond call it the versatile tomato. We enhance its flavour with the herb oregano. They dress it with the herb oregano. But however you say it, the tomato comes in many different forms. Juice, ketchup, paste, soup, sun-dried, grilled on toast, and even a tomato salad. Arguments have been debated for years as to whether it's a fruit or a vegetable, and the answer is it's both. To the horticulturalist, it's a fruit, as described by its botanical structure. The chef defines it as a vegetable because of the uses to which it is put. This video takes that versatility to the next, slightly eccentric level. Welcome to the deconstructed tomato salad. And if you manage to stay to the very end, I've got a surprise for you in the form of an innovative tomato cocktail. Yes, tomato cocktail. So let's begin. To start the deconstruction, we need to remove the skin. So make a little cut in the bottom of the tomato before putting them into boiling water for a couple of minutes. Before lifting them out and putting them into a bowl of iced water. After another couple of minutes in the iced water, you can take them out and find that the skin has actually been released. Peel off the skin and put it onto a baking sheet. Cut the skinned tomatoes in half and then, using a teaspoon, cut out the seeds and the liquid from the middle and set it aside. If you put a wire rack on top of a metal baking tray, you can then lift the baking papers onto the wire rack, and that gives better air circulation in the oven. All it requires now is to put it into a very low oven for really quite a long time. Something like 65 to 80 degrees and for about 6 to 8 hours. So it might be an idea either to put them in last thing at night or first thing in the morning before you check them, and we'll see them later. While they're drying, you can prepare other parts of the salad, like the tomato and garlic confit, which you cook slowly in olive oil, and the sun-dried tomatoes, which you store in olive oil. The seeds and liquid we set aside earlier are used to make tomato water. Do this by putting a metal funnel over a glass jar and lining it with a coffee filter. Pour in the seeds and sludge and let it filter through overnight. This leaves you with a clear liquid which has a variety of uses which we will see later. The next day, you will have all the ingredients ready for the assembly of the tomato salad. The sun-dried tomatoes, the tomato confit, and the tomato powder. And we can begin to assemble the salad itself. First, a slice of a beef-eater tomato, and then a layer of the sun-dried tomatoes. And this is where my hands get a little bit shaky as I try to pipe cream cheese. Next comes the layer of the confit tomatoes with a little bit of garlic placed in the middle. Adding the crispy tomato petals gives a crunch to the dish. The last dollop of cream cheese is dressed with tomato powder. And last but not least comes 2 teaspoonfuls of the tomato water before the whole salad is finished off with a dressing of dill. At the beginning, I promised you a tomato cocktail, so here it is. To prepare the glass a la margarita, you wipe the rim of the glass with a slice of lemon and then dip it in the salt. And then you get a nice rim of salt, to which you add some basil leaves. Basil goes well with tomatoes, and just bruise them a little bit with something like a pestle. Then, a la martini, a good slug of gin. The tomato bit is half a sherry glass of the tomato water. Finish it off with the dressing of a couple of tomatoes on a cocktail stick. So we come to the acid test, the tasting. And since these videos seem to be getting even more eccentric, I decided I'd wear my monocle for the occasion. Anyway, I'll remove those in case I put my eye out. Cheers, your good health. Oh, that is absolutely perfectly horrible. Please don't try this at home. You have been warned.